Right, next step there. We've got to take this nut off. Now these are a left-hand thread, so it's righty loosey, lefty tighty, as opposed to the way you think it usually goes. Don't worry about that. Now, there's another. Is that the left one or the right one? No. There's another one. That's a left-hand turn. You know, keep you on your toes there. Now these have a top, which is this hook bit here. So make sure that that is in the uppy. Yep. Lock him in. There we go. And we screw on the plastic nut. Now this one's righty-tighty, so tighten him on nice and good. That way we don't get vibrations. We don't want vibrations. Then we've got plastic blade, which has got a little inset here, which lines up with a little keying bit just there, so make sure he's sitting on that. And then plastic bit goes on. Hold on. Lefty-tighty, as it's backwards. Not too tight. There we go. Fan spins, sweet, we're good. Okay. This piece here is your front grille. Now, I'm just looking to see if there's a, oh yeah, we've got a locking nut. There's a locking nut. The locking nut locks in to here. So that's bottom, like that, alright? So, plastic bit here. Tube goes down, I'm assuming. Could be wrong, but don't know. Make sure we've got 3 screw holes on it. We do. Now this uses the 3 smaller self-tapping screws. Well, this bit's kind of sucky, but we'll get there. There it is, Mr. Screwdriver. So, make sure your screws are tight but not deathly tight. It is just screwing into cheap plastic, so there's a reason these things are $50. Open your tags. One's up there, yeah. Cool. Right, tags. Use it. Do the locking tab later, after I know it all works. Yep. Alright, tube. Okay, last section. Still have to put this on. So put this all on pause. Anyway, that goes on there. That goes in there. And it's done. Fill it up with water, plug it in, turn it on. And just like that, your misting fan is on and working. Just a word of caution, the base weight is actually full of sand and it's got a rubber plug. If the rubber plug falls out, you'll end up with sand on your floor, as I just found out. And don't over tighten your screws through it, because it's a soft sort of butyl rubber type thing and the screw heads will actually make their way through it. So just be a little bit careful with that. It is cheap, probably nasty as well, but it is cheap. If you have a look in, I'll show you in there, sorry about the noises, you can actually see the mist being generated down the bottom and coming out the top. So it does work, but it's definitely on the cheap side. Anyway, that's how you build one. Yeah, the instructions missed a couple of steps specifically to do with the hose and mounting it to the tank, and also how to fill it, which I've discovered. If you take, go down. If you take the tank off, take out the little rubber bung, plastic bung with the rubber seal on it, turn it upside down, fill it up from your tap, put it back on, and it holds water in. It's got a little spring mounted type plunger thing, basically a washer that stops it coming out, and there you go, you have yourself one misting fan. Alright, just a follow up, I've just been playing with it. Turns out, you can turn everything off. Okay, it's sitting as a dead state. It worked out, well, you can run the fan like that, and then you can change the speeds between high, low, medium, whatever. And then your mist controls there, so then it starts generating mist. If you just want the humidifying effect out of it without the fan running, turn it off and then just hit mist. And it'll just sit there and run as a humidifying device, like that. It's pretty snifty. It does have a timer feature, so you can have it run up to 7.5 hours, which is pretty crazy. In half-hour increments, by the way. And you can control from here whether you want it to move around on its own or whatnot. Now, what